सर्वेषां स्वस्ति भवतु सर्वेषां शान्ति भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां
Where my light falls on, I exist.
भवतु
Where my attention is going, I start to be present, being in that attention. When you don't think of something, it's not in your mind, it's not in your awareness, in your consciousness, so it does not exist. And when you see something and you are pointed to it, it starts to exist, and with that, you start to exist. Because you give your whole being to that object of your attention. So the object is coming out in your awareness, and you are coming out in awareness. It's not the reality. The reality is empty awareness. Not of forms, but of the self. And that is the most blissful state, to be aware of being, not of being something. And we are so used to not think, but just act and just jump at, oh, there's something, I have to change it. And so all the time you exist, you give importance to your existence as a person. And that's what we are used. We don't think about it. And so it just continues to be. You continue to be in all the things that you see. It might be nice things, and then you want it, and it might be naughty things and not nice, and then you don't want it. But all the time the things appear in your attention, and that means that you appear in your own attention. You appear in your attention. But consider that you don't go out to the objects that you see or the events that happen. Where is your attention going? It's not going. It's not out. It is in. But does it exist? Yes, the attention is existing, but not as you, as a person. There is the attention of the beingness. Attention is aware of its own beingness. To be, to exist. But not exist as that object over there, or as that event or happening. No, it's not going somewhere and scatters itself in all short happenings that are lasting for a little time and then going away, and then another thing asks your attention because you want to stay. You want to be present. So that's why you go everywhere. And oh, I have nothing to do today. What a boring day. Yes, of course it's boring, but because the personal attention is not activated. It needs things to go out. It is afraid of silence, of not moving and not acting. Just being in the peace of the self. Then there is no person. And that's why the person is afraid to disappear in its own riches of being. When you realize that, then there's this bliss that they talk about, this the bliss of self. Doesn't mean that you forbid yourself to go and do things, but it's from quite a different angle that you go. There's something that has to be done, and when it's gone, it's okay. But you don't lose yourself in it anymore. And there will be less things to do. You'll notice. Just a peaceful life in the bliss of self. Yeah, we all, deep inside we know that. But still we want to go out and not losing our person. Because it ruled over us for ages, eons. It was the controller of our life. And all the time we lost that life. We know it. We will lose it again. That personal life. And then the huppakee comes another person. And the same journey goes on. Oh, that's important. Oh, that. I want that. Oh, don't want. Always the person losing itself in the objects. Because when there are no things to do, the person does not exist. And it wants to go on, although it hurts like hell. But when you are aware of that, you will be so peaceful and not being in the person lost in that world. The world that does not exist when you don't give it attention. You yourself don't exist when you don't give yourself attention. But the attention remains, the awareness remains. It's full of bliss of itself. That's what we have been looking for so long. Timeless, countless times we have been here looking for ourselves, and all the time we had to let go. But now this time, it's already gone. The person is already gone, and there's only awareness now. It's blissful of itself, its own presence. No matter, is there a body? Oh, do you see a body? Oh, yes, there is a body. Okay, as long as it takes. That's the liberation of all those going out. Bliss, ananda, happiness, eternal. Because there's no time. That going out and losing the attention is only for a short while. That's time. But the real beingness has no, oh, I go out and I come back. It's everlasting. It's everlasting. It's timeless. That's now. Realize that. Be happy. Very important. Don't go in the world and lose yourself. Go in yourself and lose the world. Because these are two totally different things. World is imagination. It takes you away from your reality. And it makes you bound, attached to that riches of possibilities to imagine and to make stories and to have experiences. That's the danger of imagination. You like it, but you lose yourself. And that's the pain. Because when you lose yourself, you have to come back in another form, again to try to stay in yourself. Whatever you see, there's only names and forms given a name, but in fact it's only consciousness. You see consciousness and you name it, and then it gets form and it is separated from all other forms and names. But in reality it's only consciousness. And when you deeply understand that, then it stops, because you are liberated from imagining forms. You create forms, and then one form after another appear. But when you see that very deeply, only one name is enough. You stop being the creator of the names, and then there is no more creator neither. Freedom. You are liberated from making imagination. So how can there be imagination when there is no imaginator anymore? When you are liberated from imagining, and there is no more images anymore. When the show is over, people go home. There's nothing to see. When you are telling a story and the story is finished, there's no more storyteller. When you see this universe as a story, there is no more universe, because the story ends and you can never see that universe again, because the one creating the universe, the storyteller, is no more. It's all imagination. This whole world, this universe, is created by the creator. And when the creator is free of this creation, there is no more creator. And there can never be another creation, because there is no creator anymore. So all there is nothing. All there is the one aware of nothing. Wow. When you tell a story and the story is told, there's no more sound, no more storyteller. It is so simple. When you see this whole appearance as imagining of yourself, when you see it is imagined, then there is no imaginator anymore, because there is no imagined world anymore. It has to go deep in. When the children play and the mother calls them to come home, the play is stopped. There are no more playing children there. They are not there in the play. They are not playing, they are home. So the creator, creating this whole universe as imagination, and the creator seeing this whole as his own imagination. There is no more creator anymore, because he doesn't create anymore. There's no imagination. When the writer writes a book and he stops writing, there is no more writer. When the painter paints a painting and he stops, the painting is finished, there's no more painter. There's all is imagination. When the imagination stops, there is no more imaginator. When the speaker stops speaking, there's no more speaker. No one speaking, no one moving, no one imaginating, no one creating. Nothing left but awareness of that once was creating and now no more. There's awareness of no thing. When the creation has been seen through, there is no creation. But the awareness is what is aware of that emptiness. And that's eternally your state of being. Free of all stories. When the story ended, the storyteller is no more, but the witness is in peace. So something never changes. Awareness of the whole coming out and dissolving of all images, of all stories, of all so-called happenings. Insight is now seeing nothing. The Creator is liberated from creation. So the Creator is no more. When the prisoner is liberated from the prison, there is no more prisoner. It is so simple. Yeah, and it goes on in your imagination, but it is just seen as play. It's so funny that we are so deeply lost in our own imagination. But once you know, there's no more imagination, and it will never be there anymore. Whatever you still think to see, it's just a memory. But in reality, nothing exists. When you see images, it is a memory of what you used to believe. But it will fade away. And you, absolute awareness, you know that you are. And that is the bliss, the Ananda. Satchitananda. Knowing of the being and not of what you were. It's gone. It was a story. You see? Enjoy. Every day, whatever happens, it is a gift of God, a gift of the wisdom, the love, because whatever happens, and it may be not nice, you don't like it, or you are disturbed by noise of people, whatever happens, it is a gift because it makes you realize what you are, the reality that you are. That you are not that noise over there, and how can something over there disturb you, your own self? It's not possible if you don't let it. And that's the gift of God, to stay inside the stable self that you are, and not all that sound, noise, movements. That's the gift of God. Whatever you see, it's only names. Nothing else than names exist. Names are consciousness. Whatever you see is consciousness. When you have seen that deeply and thoroughly inside, you know there was no universe at all. You are liberated from all forms and names. And you will never see universe again as it was appearing before. Because since you are liberated from it, there is no universe. No names, no forms, no thing. thus shall it be, that you will not know where you are. That's the only reality of being, not knowing. All that you know now is with your mind. And where you will leave your mind, where you will end, no mind can enter there. Isn't that the greatest bliss? To realize that all the energy that you spoiled by trying to know and knowing and remembering, all that energy is not going out anymore, but it will remain and give you the greatest bliss of self. When you see illusion, you are out of it. And when you see God, you are in it. God is reality. Illusion was the dream. And you will never see illusion again. Because you see it as illusion. And you are not in it. So how can you see illusion? You see only God, the reality. The form that He makes or makes appear. The dream form. That was what you once believed. And now, no more dream, although it is visible, but it is God.
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णु भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्तिः 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 कैलासराणा शिवचन्द्रमौळी फणीन्द्रमाथा मुकुटिधराळी कारुण्यसिन्धू भवदुःखहारी तुझवीण शम्भो मज गोडतारी
You want to experience God? Feel this in your heart. When you surrender to Shiva, He is immediately there. Where is the world now? Only God is here. This is God. Simply God.